across the globe, in famous cities and exotic resorts. There are restaurants that most of us can only dream of visiting. We'll glimpse inside these exclusive spaces. We'll get a taste of the lifestyle that goes with them. And we'll meet the men and women who have made them what they are. This time,
we go to the future. Food combines with images, with technologies. It's an adventure.
The meat is like the star of the show in this restaurant. It's like a piece of art.
We are here to find a way to make the people that join us happy, and we'll be as unreasonable as possible in our pursuit of that.
Ibiza, the holy grail to clubbers. This island off the east coast of Spain is known as the party capital of Europe. By day, tired revelers lounge on the beach, soaking up the Mediterranean sun. But those who want to swap techno for gastro and have a meal with a difference would be hard-pushed to find anywhere more different than what's dubbed by many as the most expensive restaurant in the world.
Mezclamos las atracciones de feria con el circo. Queremos que el comensal vuelva un poco a su niñez.
This is Sublimotion.
Welcome to my stage. This is illusion, this is an adventure. This might look like a blank canvas, but this is just before all the magic starts.
This is a restaurant like no other. One room, one table, 12 diners. It's only open 4 months a year, and those lucky enough to secure a seat start their journey by being picked up at the Hard Rock Hotel to be driven to its secret location.
Hasta que llegan a unas puertas blancas, sin rótulo, sin nombre del restaurante, y es traspasar esa puerta que solo podría haber detrás un almacén o un hangar, y de repente te encuentras una mágica recepción loca y creativa, ¿no? En la que te está esperando un hoster y te ofrece el primer snack de la noche.
Once inside, a pane of frosted glass wondrously clears to reveal all the staff. Once in the dining room, fine food combines with technology to take guests on a multi-sensory, magical mystery tour. The restaurant offers a 13-course tasting menu, but the experience is about much more than the food.
3, 2, 1.
Pasando de que el restaurante en sí no es, pero es un show gastronómico. Alternamos imagen con proyecciones, con comidas, cenas.
Cuando nos preguntan qué es Sublimotion, quizás tenemos que irnos a que es un nuevo arte escénico. Tienes teatro, tienes cine, tienes música, tienes gastronomía también, pero cuando mezclas todo en un mismo lugar, es un nuevo soporte de comunicación, en realidad, ¿no? Es un nuevo arte escénico. Esto es un teatro en el que el cliente está sentado en la propia escena donde ocurren todas las cosas.
To guide guests through their gastro-art experience, the restaurant employs a mistress of ceremonies.
Buenas noches, queridos amigos.
I just help them through this journey, you know, and explain the food and what they have to do and all that.
Señoras y señores, que empiece el espectáculo.
Projected images create a different scene for each course of the meal.
We go to the past, we go to the future. It's just surprising all the time. And food combines with images, with technologies, and it's an adventure.
It's a kind of concept that works best when you just have a single table of diners who are all coming for a tasting menu. And the idea is that whole, both the multisensory food on the plate and the multisensory environment in which you're eating that dish will come together and give rise to what might be a kind of a super additive hit in a much more powerful or emotional or memorable or stimulating kind of multisensory experience.
Early in their tech-fueled gastronomic journey, guests are transported to the ocean floor to eat seafood amongst whales and sharks. Backstage to this watery world, there's a different story. Food is finessed. Props are prepared. Serving staff wait like actors in the wings, with Mappy fronting it all up.
La caracola está rellena de frutos del fondo marino sobre la cocción de su propio jugo.
What is very nice is when people start to relax and enjoy it and open and really accept everything and just go with it and just having fun.
Orchestrating sound and vision, the technical team.
I have everything organized for each scene needs special effects, and over the sea, deep ocean, I have dolphins, other effects. And that makes every show different.
Tenemos un 360 que envuelve al comensal, tenemos una mesa que también se proyecta. El sistema que maneja todo esto no es un ordenador normal.
Estamos moviendo un montón de píxeles. Es una pantalla enorme, gigantesca.
Every trick in the book is employed to bamboozle diners' senses.
Our idea is make persons who comes to dinner forget at all their lives.
Tenemos aromas.
Sí.
La mesa cuenta con vibración.
Oler que estás en un campo, estás en una playa, estás en cualquier sitio del mundo. Utilizar la tecnología para ensalzar el sabor de todo también, para sentirte más a gusto.
También tenemos un sistema de imanes que hace que la comida levite.
Todo lo necesario para crear una experiencia única, aparte de la pura gastronomía.
The restaurant is the enchanted brainchild of renowned 2 Michelin-star Spanish chef Paco Roncero. In 2011, Paco joined forces with events guru Eduardo.
Cuando se juntan dos mentes muy inquietas, él con la parte de investigación en la gastronomía y de nuevas sensaciones a través de la cocina de vanguardia, y nosotros, por nuestro lado, con la creación de eventos y espectáculos que fueran diferentes. Esto, cuando se ha unido, ha dado lugar a este concepto.
The food is as visually arresting as the magical setting. Leading the kitchen is head chef Felix.
Intentamos hacer un tipo de cocina vanguardista, moderna, a la par un poco innovadora, para asemejarlo un poquito a toda la experiencia que tenemos aquí. No nos centramos solamente en la cocina tradicional española, cogemos ideas de todo el mundo y todo lo que nos puedan aportar. Los platos los creamos junto con la tecnología y junto con las escenas que creamos aquí. Pues hay que hacer una escena base a un huerto. Por base a eso nosotros trabajamos, probamos platos, innovamos un poco a la hora de hacerlos.
It's a good moment right now with a big garden I see this course many times, but it's perfect now.
Sublimotion in Ibiza makes eating out a multimedia, theatrical performance. 7 projectors beam images onto the central table and wrap around 5 million pixel screen, merging food with a virtual world.
Lo más importante es la gastronomía, sin duda. Lo único es que tú cuando te sientas a comer en una mesa, se crea un clima diferente a cualquier otro momento.
Está respaldado de un trabajo de bastante tiempo. También dedicarle mucho tiempo, muchas horas, el tema de proyecciones, ese tipo de plato distinto a la hora de que tú te lo comas, la vajilla, el servicio, es difícil de conseguir y de hacer.
For one of their 13 courses, guests are presented with a closed box, along with virtual reality goggles.
Y fijáis la vista en la tapa por debajo. Yeah! Are you ready?
Diners are immersed in a heads-up display of the recipe and nutritional information of the food they're about to eat.
Technology as it plays into the dining experience is really important, and that can be really fun if you know what you're in for and prepared for that experience. It can also show you a different side, a different perspective to food that you would never otherwise know. So it pushes you to reimagine food.
Essentially, you're expecting to be surprised. Now, it's not the way everybody would like to dine every single night of the week, is it? But once in a while, it can be fun. The question is, how far can you take the dining experience and what can you do with it?
Cutting-edge gastro tech and the large team required to deliver it comes with a premium.
La cena son 1.500 euros. Está claro que es un producto costoso, sobre todo porque detrás hay mucha investigación y desarrollo y hay una inversión muy potente en crearte emociones que hasta ahora no habías sentido. Y esto lleva muchas horas de trabajo, muchas horas de estudio y cuando algo es tan nuevo, mucha prueba, fallo. Cuando abrimos por primera vez Sublimotion, nuestro objetivo era conseguir el mayor efecto wow en nuestros clientes, ¿no? Están 3 horas en este espacio y para ellos es como si hubiera habido un paréntesis en sus vidas y no se acordaran absolutamente de nada lo que hay en el exterior, ¿no? Solo durante esas 3 horas que para ellos pasan rapidísimo.
After truly magic mushrooms eaten in the woods, diners are transported to another festive fantasy.
Welcome to Circus Land!
Es como una especie de parque de atracciones, llevar a la gente a su infancia. Entonces basamos todas las elaboraciones que se pueden hacer en un parque de atracciones, como los algodones de azúcar, las manzanas de caramelo, es todo muy peculiar.
everybody just get like, you know, kids again, and just you have all these things to choose and go and try this snack and the other snack, and they are so good, and that's fun. They are like, yeah.
The diner's gastronomic odyssey through time and space ends with a hovering, twirling mouthful of chocolate.
This is not a normal restaurant.
Please listen carefully. Please listen carefully. The steps.
¿Se puede mejorar? Sí. Y cada año que vayamos haciendo esto irá mucho mejor.
Dentro de 10 años evolucionarán los conceptos, evolucionarán la manera de sentarnos alrededor de una mesa. Cuando tú tienes las paredes en blanco y puedes tematizarlas como tú quieras y puedes contar la historia que tú quieras, la limitación en este espacio es solo la creatividad.
This is one of the most famous and recognizable cityscapes in the world. And New York's reputation as big and brash may be just as famous. There are 24,000 restaurants in New York City, but within these busy, siren-filled streets, there's an oasis, where time doesn't matter, where service is king, and where nothing is too much trouble.
It's a real, genuine desire to make the people that eat here, just to make their lives better.
Great food goes hand in hand with great service. Here at 11 Madison Park, that's the plan.
It's like a recipe. The service and the food are two ingredients in a dining experience.
I believe if the art of service and the art of cooking, if they come together at the highest level, I think that is the best dining experience.
To run a truly world-class restaurant, they both need to be given the same amount of authority, the same amount of respect. That relationship is truly the most important part about our restaurant.
And that relationship has paid off. 11 Madison Park has 3 Michelin stars, 4 stars from the New York Times, and it's recently been voted the best restaurant in North America by Restaurant Magazine.
Different layers. He has a tomato mousse underneath, has croutons underneath, and the tomatoes, and then just the onions and the basil. It's beautiful.
These days, chefs and front of house understand that it is really a collaboration, that the experience is one. You can't have one without the other.
The restaurant is the shared vision of co-owners front of house specialist Will Guidara and award-winning chef Daniel Hum.
It takes about, 100 pounds of tomatoes per day to have like 4 pounds of like the mixture.
Overlooking Madison Square Park, the restaurant occupies the classic New York City Art Deco landmark, the MetLife Building North.
But this room, it's just one of those rooms that there aren't very many of anymore. It actually screams New York with its Art Deco detailing, and it's a very special place, and at some point along the journey it was decided that it deserved to be one of the great dining rooms in the world.
This is 11 Madison Park in New York City. Co-owners Will Guidara and Daniel Hum joined forces in 2006 when the restaurant was a simpler brasserie style. They began the transition to high-end fine dining by buying out their former boss and taking over full control in 2011.
Our goal is just to create an environment where people can come and connect with one another over food and wine, and hopefully food and wine at a higher level than that they've experienced before.
Food is getting better and better in more and more places, so service is becoming more and more important to the guest experience because they can get good food anywhere. But great service is a different story.
To help Will achieve his goal of exemplary service, he has a 40-strong front-of-house army, ready to give guests the dining experience of their lives.
We look to surround ourselves with people that are very, very passionate about what they do.
So forget about us compared to the restaurants we view as competitive. I want to just ask you to think about as compared to the restaurants you've worked at before.
As the kitchen preps the evening service, Will briefs his front-of-house team.
We take what we do really, really seriously, but we don't take ourselves nearly as seriously. And I think no matter what the scenario is, when you articulate who you are and what you stand for, you only live up to those words like 98% of the time. Let's make it 100%. And that's what I challenge you all to do. That's it. Have a good service.
In the dining room, it takes a long time to learn the craft of service, but we can teach that to people. What's required is a very, very complete understanding of our collective reason for being.
So you guys, buds, have you heard this word buds before as it pertains to our menu?
And bud board.
Oh, the bud board. The bud board?
For staff, that learning process never stops.
100%. Very good.
And in case anyone's in doubt, the restaurant has a 97-page training manual.
There's a lengthy training program that you need to go through, and it becomes second nature. Then you can focus on the thing that's more important than any of that, which is just connecting on a very personal level with the people you're intended to serve.
So here we have our traditional East Coast seafood boil. In case you go to the beach, get some friends, some seafood, and have a party on the beach.
It's about total knowledge. When you got that total knowledge of your place, of your surrounding, of your product, then you feel confident. People are watching your work and they can see, look at this guy, look at him. This is an integral part of the experience. And the interaction that you have with the guests is a very key part of it. So knowledge is fundamental.
Will's highly trained staff serve 100 diners a night, paying $225 a head for a multi-course tasting menu. Each group of 7 tables has its own captain, sommelier, server, and assistant server. But there's one member of staff whose job is more unusual.
I'm the only dreamweaver that I know of, but it's a really nice thing to have such a unique job.
Their job is to do ridiculous things that will make an experience especially exciting or memorable for any given individual we find in our dining room.
If they are visiting New York for the first time and it's snowing, that we'll bring you a Madison Park sled.
Could be running out and getting a hot dog from a hot dog stand because a table is complaining that they're on their way to the airport at the end of a week-long trip, and as much as they loved their vacation, they're realizing now they never got that New York hot dog.
Like what I'm doing now is painting a bottle that's going to be really special to some diners tonight to celebrate their anniversary. So they'll have the drink with them and then they'll be able to take it back with them.
It's basically us just saying that we are here to find a way to make the people that join us happy. And we'll be as unreasonable as possible in our pursuit of that.
We're at 2 top.
Recently crowned North America's finest dining experience by Restaurant Magazine, 11 Madison Park takes its inspiration from a strong sense of place.
We talk about New York cuisine, and we talk about a cuisine being the intersection of history and agriculture. And so we look for inspiration in so many different places, whether it's the food that is actually growing here. We work with a ton of amazing farmers just right around us. The Cuisine is an expression of Daniel's palate. He uses a lot of acidity. It's very fresh and light. But hopefully it tells the story of the agriculture of New York, and hopefully it gives you a sense of the history of New York.
Yeah, I think it's good. I grew up in Switzerland, and in Switzerland, each town and every little valley and every place has like their own baked goods, their own sausage. But what are the things that you can only get in New York? And they are. And you have to dig a little deeper, and you have to be a little bit more patient to find them. And but that's how I found, like, you know, black and white cookies or egg cream, things that are truly only here.
Will and Daniel also drew inspiration from a quite different icon of the Big Apple.
We had lofty ambitions for what we wanted to do. We wanted to be the 4-star restaurant for the new generation. We believed that New York deserved a restaurant at this caliber that was designed for people of our generation, that wasn't stuffy or pompous or overwhelming. But we needed a way to communicate to our team what that looked like.
10 years ago, when we got a review by the New York Observer, and we got a really good review, but one of the lines said, "Oh, I wish this place would have a little bit more Miles Davis." And we're like, wow, that's cool, but what does that mean?
And so a few months later, we started going deep into the world of Miles Davis, and we came up with the 11 words we found most commonly used to describe him.
And some of the words were, you know, cool, endless reinvention, forward-moving, collaborative. And I think a few of those words we really grabbed onto.
And those words eventually became our mission statement. But there's one that's become a very, very big part of who we are, and that's endless reinvention.
One part of that reinvention is the way the fruits of the kitchen are brought out to the dining room.
This is the pig's bladder, and we've used it as a cooking vessel for asparagus, coming from a really
We love tableside service. I think when you look back at like the old grand restaurants of New York, there's a sense of theatricality in them. And that's something that we connect with.
The whole thing is theatre, and I am a big fan of it. I'm pleased that a lot more of the sort of trolley service round tables is coming back. It seems to me a lot of fun.
The gueridons, the French term for those little carts on wheels you push through the dining room, effectively giving us the ability to take something that would normally happen behind the scenes and bringing it right to you at the table. It's like sitting in the front row at the theater. And we do them for all sorts of things. We'll carve ducks, we'll do coffees and teas and cocktails, we'll open wines tableside, a bunch of different ways, one of which is we use these things called port tongs, which also get fire into the dining room, which very rarely falls short. It's just something that's fun, to bring it out, to make it a show. People come here to give themselves the grace to forget things. So whether they leave just being really struck by how delicious the food was, or the wine, or a cocktail that they had, or a particularly special connection that they had with the people serving them, we want them to just leave having had a really, really good time. We want them to laugh. We want them to have fun. We want them to think a little bit, hopefully learn something. We want them to feel that we were a worthwhile use of their time.
At the southern tip of Mexico's 1,000-mile Baja California peninsula lies Los Cabos, Mexico's ultimate seaside paradise. A favorite haunt of Hollywood royalty and millionaires, it's here you'll find the coastal resort of one and only Palmilla. From its origins as a 15-room celebrity hideaway in 1956, the resort has grown into an exclusive vacation destination, housing a selection of fine dining restaurants, one of which is a brand new steakhouse. Welcome to the home of sun, sea, and Seared.
Welcome to Seared restaurant. Your reservation is ready.
This salute is from one part of the Republic in Mexico. And say hello from the bottom of over here.
Your table, sir?
It's the best restaurant of steakhouse in Mexico with best quality of meat, best product, cooking perfection. It's like a luxurious barbecue and it's delicious. The meat is like the star of the show in this restaurant. It's like a piece of art. Mesa 43, un foie gras, un César, un bacon et un pata negra. Vámonos.
Food is a very, very emotional business. It is how our mothers nurture us. It's how we get our lovers into bed. It's how we say sorry. It's not just about nutrition. It's about the weft and weave of us as human beings. So I think it's entirely natural that when we have moments we want to celebrate, when we have groups of people that we want to see and show our love to, we do it in restaurants. And that's a very, very natural thing. And it's very, very ancient. It goes back to, you know, cavemen sitting around the fire together, ripping bits off the carcass of the animal they killed together.
And you don't get much nearer to ripping carcass than here.
Everything is prime. All the beef are from United States and Kansas. Also, I try to get some Wagyu or Kobe from Japan. It's A5, it's the highest grade from beef in the world and was the most expensive meat you can have. And it's amazing flavor, it's simply delicious.
All the cows receive a special treatment like massage, hear music, and take beer to relax the meat. For us, sounds very funny, but it's real. That's the reason that all the meat is very soft, very, very soft, and really good quality.
The Kobe beef is one of the most expensive meats because it's so much work. They really treat the cow like a princess.
The price of the Kobe beef we have here in the restaurant is $36 per ounce. Okay, if you order 10 ounces, you're going to pay $360. It's a really nice deal.
Seared is a relative baby in the restaurant world, but working in collaboration with 3 Michelin-starred French chef Jean-Georges Van Gerichten, it already has grand plans.
Our aspiration in this restaurant is to be the #1 in Mexico first and keep the ace of the world looking us.
I would love to have a Michelin star here. It will be really amazing for me and I will be very honored to get a star.
The restaurant's setting offers guests a very special dining experience.
Many people spend hours just sitting on the chairs looking at that beautiful view. If you want the sound of the ocean and the palm trees and the stars and the moon outside, you can have that. We have probably some of the best whale watching in the world here. If you want a world-class experience, you can watch the whales breaching in the ocean.
What we want to do is to try to get a relaxing restaurant, a luxurious but also relaxing. People get great escape here and have holidays. I think all this energy are like more peaceful and you can listen all the waves crashing on the rocks and see the whales also jumping.
In the 1950s, this was really an amazing place for fishing, and Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, Lucille Ball, Fred Astaire, many of these people would come down here.
And today, for those bored with whale watching, star spotting is still an option.
The type of guests here are really high level. They are like all celebrities from Hollywood, from all this world.
It's amazing the quantity of celebrity that we have every single night. And all the guests feel like they are in Hollywood. All our customers feel like celebrity with us.
Of course, it's not just Tinseltown's elite that takes centre stage. This restaurant is about meat, and they're not shy in showing it.
We showcase all the meats. You are going to get the best quality in the meat.
We have this amazing meat cellar. It's a great display. When the lights come down in the restaurant, it looks like amazing, and people love to take pictures of this with me or with family.
When all the guests arrive, we offer first the pata negra. It's special because just the pigs eat the acorn, and that's the reason of the special flavor that we can get is unique in the whole world.
Guests don't even have to leave their seats to make their choice of the restaurant's choice cuts.
We have a meat trolley, so we present like all the 15 different cuts the waiter bring from the kitchen, and just like show the guest which cut they would like tonight. So they want tomahawk, porterhouse, ribeye, short ribs, New York strip steak, prime tenderloin, Kobe, Wagyu. They can see exactly what they want, and also they can choose exactly the piece they want.
When we arrive to the tables with the tray meat, all the people say, "Wow, I want that meat. No, I want that." And the server offer different options, and of course different sides and different sauces.
Now tableside service can mean so many different things, and it's really an innovative way of making the diner participate in the meal itself. It's definitely theatrics, but when done well, it really serves to envelop the diner in the meal.
It's like a show. When people come to the table, you see this waiter bring you this amazing trolley. I think this is unique.
To complement the meats, it's not just wine that features on the menu.
We have unusual pairings with the meat because we can recommend some really good tequilas between 18 and 24 months of age for meats like a New York with that black pepper sauce. It's an amazing combination.
The restaurant may be a carnivore's cornucopia, but if guests prefer their fillet with fins, they won't be disappointed.
If you don't like meat, also you have like a great seafood. We have a sea of Cortez on the front of the hotel. I get my fisherman bring me the best sea bass or red snapper or some spiny lobster, so everything gets fresh.
Some fresh ingredients can pose a problem. The setting is idyllic and remote. There are ingredients that can't be sourced locally.
To get the product here, sometimes it's a bit challenging. We are far off everywhere. It's the middle of the desert. First of all, you need to check with customs if we can bring this product in. You have this special environment with the desert, so it's very difficult to get every single product here. So I have 2 planes coming every week in this resort, full of product from France, from Japan, from United States, from all the country. So I need to make my ordering early, make sure everything is fine, and then the product arrives. If I don't get any great quality and great product, you cannot have great dishes. We really want to give the best.
And the best means that even this temple to meat eating can cater for vegetarians and almost vegetarians.
We have different signature dishes here. We have like the classic eggs caviar with butter, cayenne. We do some vodka cream on top with a nice kernel of caviar. Also, we have a truffle pizza. We cannot remove this from our menu because the guests will kill me.
In September 2014, Los Cabos was devastated by Hurricane Odile. The the resort and its restaurants suffered major damage. But after only 7 months, and with the help of New York design company Jeffrey Beers International, the new steakhouse concept took shape, along with the revamped resort.
When we arrived on property, it was a month after the hurricane. The structure of the building was still there, but everything else had been completely destroyed. So we knew we had a hard task to bring back the charm and love of this great resort that people have been coming to for years. We really wanted to look towards local materials. We used a lot of honed marbles in the floor patterns and looked to Mexican basket weaving patterns for inspiration.
The decor of a restaurant should be consistent with the food that you're eating and help tell the story of that restaurant and the point of view of that restaurant. It all needs to be the same feeling, to generate that same perspective, and needs to tell me something that furthers the narrative of that restaurant.
The atmosphere that you can see when you arrive at this beautiful restaurant is between elegance and casual. It's beautiful.
It's not a classic steakhouse. It's like more modern and have a nice touch of contemporary style and also a modern design.
We saw a total different design. Seared. It's completely different. It's more fresh, more warm.
Okay, good evening, guys. Hello, good evening. So tonight we have 90 covers. I want just to make sure tonight we have a new dish. Every day we do training. Before the service at 5 o'clock for 1 hour, we review all the sequence of service, all the dish, all the description of the food, all the allergy, all the way they will serve the wine or cut the ham to make sure everything is perfect.
Great service depends upon the people who are delivering it. In the end, it comes down to the people who are giving you the service actually having human interpersonal skills. It does come down to that basic understanding of human interaction and knowing how to watch people.
When you arrive at this level of service and so high, and people are so demanding, you cannot just have a classic service.
What's the chef's choice for the porterhouse on the cooking temperature? Medium rare.
Every day we need to improve standard training to be behind people, checking every day, every single details to make sure at 6 o'clock we open the door and the show can start.
With such meticulous attention to detail, nothing is left to chance.
We need to align all the tables with a row for get the perfect alignment. All our staff is taking care of every single detail for align the chairs. After that, we are going to align every single china plate. They continue with the glassware too. We are going to keep clean everything for be ready when our customers arrive. We need to take care of every single detail.
You know, Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is a habit, it's not an act. And that's what it's about. It's about that repetition and a constant reminder to people of how you work and how you want it done and the kind of hospitality and the kind of service that we want. That's what it's about.
The experience we want to give to the people, it's like to get great memory. So they can always remember they came to this restaurant and have this amazing dinner. Every guest is VIP. We treat people like a king.
This restaurant is very special for the location, the view, the great food, and the service that you can get. So the people who go to a restaurant is for feel better, for enjoy the time. And when you arrive and saw this, wow, I feel special.